Lesson 76. Try the following. X equals, on the R value, it says input integer. That'll come back as a string. Convert that to an integer. Print it out. If there's an exception, a problem, what kind of problem? Value error. Then print, oops, this is not an integer. What does value error mean? Well, if the user keys in a float, 6.1, 7.1, then you're going to get an error. That's a value error. So the guy keys in 5.1. Oops, not an integer. The guy keys in 5, prints out 5. Guy keys in the letter A. Oops, not an integer. Lesson 77. While the following is true, do this. Try this. Input entor, convert it to an integer, assign it to A. Input, here's the message to the user, denominator. It's going to come back as a string, convert it to an integer, put it into B. Result is A divided by B, printed out. Now, if there's an exception, print, oops, try again. Else, if there's not an exception, break. So, if everything works out well, it gets done one time and breaks. If there's a problem, it loops back around. Alright, here come the tries. Guy keys in 5, numerator, 3, denominator. Gets the printout. No problems, program ends. Now the guy keys in 5, then a 0 for the denominator. Oops, try again, and he's back to the beginning. It's asking him for a numerator. The guy keys in 5, 1.5, oh, that's not an integer. Oops, try again, and he's back to the beginning. Here, keys in a 6, that's an integer. A 3, that's a denominator, that's a 3, that's an integer. Result is 2. Fine, no problem, it breaks. Lesson 78. I create a class called myClass. And it has a property A, 54321, and define a function which will return onion. Hello. So, myClass.f returns onion. Print myClass.f, I get onion. Print hello in Korean is, in quotes, comma, myClass.f, I get hello in Korean is onion. Okay, X equals myClass. Oh, that's this guy up here. The one we just defined. And I just assigned that to the variable X. I instantiated this into the X variable. X.f will give me onion. Print hello in Korean is X.f, hello in Korean is onion. That's an instantiated variable right there. Lesson 79, import sys, and then give me a directory of all the classes and methods and functions in sys. All the methods and functions in sys. And it does. What a mess. Sys.platform, Win32, sys.path, and I get the path that Python checks when it's searching for something. And sys.versioninfo. Oh, I get more. All of this referenced by sys. Wow. Now, if I key in the following, everything changes. Now, it's a new day. I key in from sys import platform. Now, out of the sys module, I only imported one thing, platform. That's all the system knows, nothing else. So now I key in platform, then I get the answer, Win32. If I key in sys.platform, I never imported sys, I'm going to get an error. Key in sys.path, I'm going to get an error. I never imported sys. Lesson 80. mb.py, this is the file name I saved this entire project under. Alright, so I create a class called boat, and here's the constructor. I define underscore underscore init under. It's going to take self, which is internal, year, make, and model. There are my three variables. I pass it. So take the string of a year, this guy, turn him into a string, assign him to self.year. Take make, assign it to self.make, and model, assign it to self.model. Define print boat. Here's a function I'm going to define. References self. I'm going to print 0, 1, 2. These are placeholders. What's going to go in here? Self.year, self.make, and self.model. So this is a line continuation character here. So this is a string dot format self.year, self.make, self.model. These guys will be subbed into 0, 1, and 2 placeholders. Again, I save this as mb.py. Now, I go to my shell, I key in import mb. I don't key in mb.py, mb. Now, I key in mb dot, and ooh la la, look, boat pops up. Remember, boat was defined here. That's my class. What did I say? Import mb. mb mb.py has this class called boat in it. Alright. Now, nb equals mb.boat, and I give it three values: 54, the year, Chris Craft, and Riviera. Chris Craft, I think, is the make, Riviera is the model, and I assign that to nb. So nb is an instantiation of all of this. Alright, so I key in nb dot, and I get, oh, look at this, model, make, print, boat, function, and year. So I key in nb.year, and I get 54. Why? Because a little while ago I said nb equals mb.boat 54, Chris Craft, and Riviera. So nb.year equals 54. nb.make is Chris Craft. nb.model is Riviera. Now if I key in nb.printboat, I'm going to get 54, Chris Craft, Riviera. Just like we defined it up here. With print, then a string filled with placeholders, dot, format, and then the guys who will do the substituting into those placeholders. And that brings us to the end of 80. This is George Boole. Thanks so much for listening. Bye-bye.